So as promised, I said I was gonna give my thoughts about Forever episode by episode. So this is episode 2. In this episode, at the end of episode 1, Justin gets his phone taken because he's not on track with school, and he took his tutor and he went and got on the drive to go see Keisha to say, look, I'm sorry I didn't know about your tape or nothing like that. I just was trying to tell you, like, I wasn't trying to embarrass you and that I really like you and stuff like that. And at first, Keisha was guarded because she like, boy, what? Like, you definitely knew about the video, but he had to tell her, like, I didn't know. And I went through all the, like, he had went through great lengths. He was like, power to Justin. Like, he was reaching out to her friends, and then her friends was like, I stand in solidarity with you, and I will block him too, girl. Like, I won't talk to him either. And I just thought that was so cute. Like, you need a friend like that. You need a friend like that. So then in this episode, the dad is like, if your mom wants you to have a bright future, but she also wants you to have a bright future with a black girl. So if you would have just led with that, maybe your mama would have been a little bit easy if you was just honest about what you was doing and said, hey, I'm trying to get this girl attention. And then this is when he kind of tells his dad, like, it's Keisha. Like, Keisha the one you used to say hi to all the time. Like, used to make me say hi to her when we was in, like, first grade, elementary school. And he like, what? He like, so you need to go talk to your mama and try to get your phone back and lead with, I'm dating a black girl. And I have to say, this resonated with me so bad because I'm like, I want my son to be with somebody of my complexion, if not in the diaspora of blackness, just somebody that's black. Like, it don't have to be my complexion, but just the essence of, the wholesome chocolate woman. You know what I'm saying? Chocolate in its shade. You understand? So for me, I'm like, when she said that, I'm like, that's my same reaction I would have gave. Like, oh, so okay, yeah, you can get your phone back. Anyway, so that's my thought on that. I'm like, I'm so glad he finally broke it to his mom and told her. So, this episode, Keisha's doing a run with her grandpa, and why the whole time I was thinking the granddaddy was gonna have a heart attack. I'm like, granddaddy, don't have a heart attack. At first, I didn't know who he was. I'm like, who is this man to her? But later, I come to find out, like, as you watch it, you start to really know. Like, I knew he was related to her, but I didn't really know. So then later on, I guess Justin asked her to meet, like, at, his brother baseball game. So she wasn't gonna go, but then she was like, I'm gonna go. But also in this episode, Christian, which is the guy who sent out the video, who she did with the dirty, he reaches out and sends her roses. And this is where I was so annoyed. Like, leave me alone. You embarrass me to the point of no return, to the point where I'm at a different school, and you got the audacity to send me roses. But Keisha never told her mom. So Justin also in this episode is telling her, like, you need to tell your mom what's going on so you don't have to feel like you got to live out this lie and pretend like you're not upset with Justin or don't want to be bothered or associated with him. So of course Keisha's like, I'm not bringing it up to my mom. We are finally in a good place, and I'm just trying to stay on task. I'm trying to stay on my goal. I want to go to Howard, and I'm trying to keep my grades where I need to be, and do track and be focused, which I think was a terrible idea. So she finally meets Justin at the baseball game. Then here comes Christian with her mama. So then this is when Justin's mom, Dawn, meets Keisha's mom and Christian. And she start to notice, and I'm going to put her somewhere up in here, where she start to notice that Justin really like her and really care for her. And people want to come for Dawn all day, but you can see when someone is hurting your child. And I think from there, she knew how much he cared for her. And she was just like, wait, like, because she kept looking. And she also paid attention to Justin's body language to Christian. Like, Christian tried to go in and give him a handshake, and Justin didn't. And I love Justin for that. He was so, and then when he hugged, when Christian hugged Dawn, buddy, Justin almost lost it. Like, did you just touch my mom? But he held it together. But when he watched Keisha go over there when he watched Keisha go over there and start talking to him, and it looked like they was kind of making up, like, if you didn't know. And that's why I love this show. It gives both perspectives. It gives Justin's perspective and Keisha's perspective. It goes into both of their lives and what's going on and what's making them who they are and what they trying to stand for and all this and that and the third. But from they showed Justin's perspective where Christian is leaning in trying to kiss Keisha, and it looked like it, and he kind of teared up, and his mom caught wind of that. Like, dang. And then he just turned around and was like, it's time to go to practice, Mom. And then in the car, he didn't really want to talk about it at all. So when people come for Dawn, no, she's doing what a mom's supposed to do. She's trying to protect her son. And no, we can't stop our kids from having heartache. But when it's in front of us and we watching a person, it's so devastating and it's so hard. And I can really relate to this when it comes to my son, when it comes to my oldest kids. You know, watching my daughter in her relationship, watching my son in the dating world, it's just very hard to I'm just so protective. And you know, I ask myself, I wouldn't be happy I want them to be happy, but it's like this idea of them picking who they pick is like so hard. So I really, really connected with Dawn in this moment. And not to say that who my kids pick is like bad. It's just, we don't want our kids to be hurt. And I think that's what she was showing, like, I don't want my kid to be hurt. And then so she's just seeing, like, she could see the pain on his face. Even though he's not saying anything, she can see that Keisha, I don't know if she's feeling like she's going to be a problem later or if she is a problem, but she's definitely feeling like there's something that she can't really control, and she trying to just keep winning. Like, is this girl gonna hurt me, like my son? Like, is she hurting my son? You know what I'm saying? So, but my thoughts so far is, this is crazy. That was my thought, was like, dang. I'm like, Keisha, don't mess this up. And by them just only showing Justin's perspective, I had to go into the third episode to see how it played out and how things can get, like, due to body language, due to the not speaking and communicating, the lack of when you're a teenager. That is so real. I remember assuming things, or my guy who I'm talking to at the time assuming things that just wasn't even what he thought, but not knowing how to say it verbally and without it being like, I don't know, like, just not understanding how to communicate was lost. Because you trying to be with somebody and get trust, and you feel like that person is not being loyal or anything, like you can't trust them. So it's like, do I trust you with my heart? Do I be honest? Do I be transparent and say my whole feeling? Are you gonna step on it? Like, that is so real, and I can relate to Keisha and Justin in that way. Like, I was all 100% like Justin, but I was thinking, I'm like, please, Keisha, let it be something different. And by them being able to say, like, both sides, I was so happy about that. So I'm gonna let y'all know my thoughts tomorrow about episode 3, because I'm not watching it like back to back like I did when I initially watched it. I'm watching it, getting my thoughts together, and then I'm coming to you guys and telling you guys my thoughts. So I'm not gonna, and I'm busy, you know, I'll be working and stuff. So I'm not watching it like when I've watched it before, but just rewatching it, I still, my same thoughts are my same thoughts, because it's just so heavy and it's just so deep, like, you know. So yeah, that's my thoughts so far on episode 2 of Forever.